Hello, I am Teacher QA. I am so excited to teach you our lesson for today. These are our content standard and performance standard in English 10 Quarter 3. At the end of the lesson, students are expected to use a variety of informative, persuasive, and argumentative writing techniques. Now let's get started. Having a clear understanding of the different types of writing techniques and the specific purpose each one serves is a critical component of communication skills in the workplace. One of the best ways to develop your writing skills is to learn how to choose the most effective technique to get your message across. A writing technique is a style authors use to convey their message in a manner that is effective and meaningful to their audience. Understanding the different types of writing techniques is important to professionals because you will need to change your style of writing to make a connection with your audience. For our academic writing purposes, we will focus on the three writing techniques: informative, persuasive, and argumentative. Let us differentiate these writing techniques through the table below. Number 1. Informative. What are its structure, characteristics or features, and purpose? Structure. An informative has three parts, namely, number 1, introduction. An informative makes a legit thesis statement. The second part is body, which is composed of 2 to 3 paragraphs long. And the third part is conclusion. Characteristics or features. An informative includes table of contents, pictures, captions, bold print, and glossary. It also deals with facts and information. Purpose. An informative informs and educates readers. It defines a term, imparts straightforward information and facts, but never personal opinion. Number 2. Persuasive. What are its structure, characteristics or features, and purpose? Structure. A persuasive states writer's opinion about a specific topic. It presents external facts and evidence, and also it has a strong concluding summary. Characteristics or features. A persuasive demonstrates not only why the writer's opinion is correct, but also why the opposing view is incorrect. It is a call to action that is based on appealing to emotion and feeling. Purpose. A persuasive convinces or influences the readers to believe that the writer's opinion or claim is valid, or do what the writer wants them to do. Number 3. Argumentative. What are its structure, characteristics or features, and purpose? Structure. An argumentative comprises 3 or more paragraphs that explain why you support your thesis. It includes introductory paragraph and thesis statement, body paragraphs, and conclusion. Characteristics or features. Introduction and thesis, opposing and qualifying ideas, strong evidence in support of claim, style and tone of language, a compelling conclusion, and lastly, an argumentative contains a topic sentence. Purpose. Argument is used to change people's point of view or persuade them to accept new points of view. It also convinces the readers that an opinion is valid. Now let us have a comparison and contrast of the three writing techniques. What are their similarities and differences? Let's study their differences first. Uninformative informs and educates the readers. A persuasive is a call to action that is based to emotion and feeling, while an argumentative convinces the readers that an opinion is valid. Now, what about their similarities? Let's have first persuasive and informative. Both of them inform and educate the readers. On the other hand, informative and argumentative present facts. Lastly, persuasive and argumentative both convince and influence the readers to believe that the writer's opinion is valid. The similarity of the three writing techniques is that all of them consist of three major parts, namely introduction, body, and conclusion. Now let's have some activities. Activity 1. Directions. Choose the letter of the best answer. Number 1. It refers to a kind of writing technique that deals with facts and information. Is it A. Informative, B. Argumentative, C. Persuasive, or D. Expository? Answer: A. Informative. Number 2. Which of these is not a part of an argumentative essay? Is it A. Introduction, B. Body paragraphs, C. Conclusion, or D. Setting? Answer is D. Setting. Number 3. It is a style of writing that provides factual information. Is it A. Informative, B. Narrative, C. Unreasonable, or D. Opinion? Answer is A. Informative. Number 4. The following are examples of argumentative text, except: is it A. Election propaganda, B. Legal text, C. Essays, or D. Poems? Answer is D. Poems. Number 5. What is the main goal of an informative essay? Is it A. Provide information or explain steps in the process, B. Tell a story, C. Entertain the readers, or D. Persuade the reader? Answer is A. Provide information or explain steps in the process. Number 6. In which part of the argumentative essay do you include the quotes from a text? Is it A. Introduction, B. Hook, C. Body paragraph, or D. Conclusion? Answer is C. Body paragraph. Number 7. What writing technique is a call to action that is based on an appeal to emotion and feeling? Is it A. Informative, B. Argumentative, C. Persuasive, or D. Expository? Answer is C. Persuasive. Number 8. What is the main goal of an argumentative writing? Is it A. Inform and educate the readers, B. Entertain readers, C. Convince the reader to adopt the writer's position, or D. Analyze works of art? Answer is letter C. Convince the reader to adopt the writer's position. Number 9. It is the most important part of the introduction when writing an informative text. Is it a thesis and compelling way to hook the reader? B. A complete description of all of the points you will cover? C. Your opinion on the subject? Or D. A definition of your topic? Answer is B. A definition of your topic. Number 10. The goal of a persuasive essay is it A. To persuade the reader? B. To tell an interesting story? C. To entertain the reader? Or D. To give information about the topic? Answer is A. To persuade the reader. Now let's have activity 2. Directions. The following is an excerpt from a text about the analysis of the dangers and discomforts of a second-hand smoke by Shellie Schiel. Read the excerpt carefully, then answer the activities that follow. Second-hand smoke is just as dangerous. I remember this event like it was yesterday, but it happened to me when I was about 15 years old. My dad, grandmother, and many of my parents' friends were heavy smokers. One day, my mom and dad, our neighbors, and grandparents were sitting in the kitchen, visiting. I went into the kitchen to ask them a question, but the air was so hazy with smoke, I started coughing. I walked up to them, and instead of asking my question, I made a statement to my dad that when I get my own place, I will not allow smoking. My dad got extremely upset and told me to leave the house and not to come back until my attitude changed. So I left the house and walked to a friend's house. When I cooled down, and I thought my dad had cooled down, I went home. Well, my attitude has never changed. I just never brought up the subject again to my dad. What I didn't realize back then was just how dangerous secondhand smoke was. But what exactly is secondhand smoke? The article titled Secondhand Smoke defines it as a mixture of the smoke given off by the burning end of a cigarette, pipe, or cigar, and the smoke exhaled from the lungs of the smokers. What does exposure to secondhand smoke do? It causes irritation of the eyes, nose, and throat. It can also irritate the lungs, leading to coughing, excess phlegm, chest discomfort, and reduced lung function. This article also states that secondhand smoke has been classified by the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency as a known cause of lung cancer in humans. Children exposed to secondhand smoke are also more likely to have reduced lung function and symptoms of respiratory irritation, such as cough. Children are more susceptible to the dangers of secondhand smoke because their lungs are still developing and growing. Exposure to secondhand tobacco smoke is the third leading cause of premature death in the United States, killing over 50,000 Americans each year, according to the Surgeon General. Secondhand smoke is also a severe threat to children, causing hundreds of thousands of cases of bronchitis and pneumonia each year. As long as people continue to smoke tobacco, secondhand smoke will threaten the health of non-smokers. Please discuss smoking and the effects of secondhand smoke with your children. Hopefully, in time, we will be able to eliminate this nasty habit and save many thousands of innocent See you in our next lesson. Goodbye.